When Wayne started the company back in 1982, we were building 16-foot boats out of a 20 by 20 garage.
Well, I guess it's a hobby, and the hobby turned into an occupation, and that combination basically doesn't get any better than that.
Mercury would not sell us power because we weren't a true OEM. So we put outboards on it.
The first boat that we put out was a 16-foot called the Sunburn 16. The very first one had a 2 1/4 horse Black Max, well overpowered.
We built a few of them. We went back to Mercury, and they said, yes, you are now official and OEM, and they sold us power. Then we came out with the Rocket, 24-foot Rocket, and we built hundreds of those boats. Right here in our backyard, there's still, most of them are running around. Then from the 24 Rocket, we went to an Aggressor. From the Aggressor, we went up to a 32. Then we came back down and designed a 28. Then we had a full product line. We had 25, 28, and 32. And you're never going to be a big boat builder until you build a big boat.
Sunsation Performance introduces the new F4, the ultimate in luxury high-performance boating. Pulled from a Class A finished mold, the F4 Deep V is 43 feet 4 inches in length with an 8-foot 9-inch beam, weighing in at just 11,000 pounds.
The F4 was a 43-foot boat, twin 700s with a perfect package. Mercury came out with the NXT drive right when we came out with the boat, and every one of them would touch 100 miles an hour.
So the transition then from that F4, the offshores, to the center console lineup, what was the motivation behind doing that?
Well, that was actually motivated because the economy had crashed.
NASDAQ, everything and more has been completely wiped out.
It was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
From the financial
Boating industry
capital of the world.
flatlined. Nobody was building anything. And we took a look forward and we seen that the center consoles were becoming very popular. The whole factory was shut down other than R&D. People came in, we did a lot of research and development, and started tooling up a brand new 32. You'll find features in this boat that you also find on our larger models, the 34 and 40. And to accommodate all that in a 32-foot boat is really quite an amazing feat. Then we looked back and said, it's 32 center console, we need to call this more of a sport console. A center console you fish out of. A sport console you entertain out of.
The 32 CCX is actually our favorite boat here to build. We can build it in about a week's time period through every department. We've built over 100 at this point now.
When we came out and introduced the 32, about 4 years ago, Performance Boat Center came out. Mark and Brett and Myrick, I believe, was with them as well. And they said that they liked the boat, they liked the product, they liked the way it handles. And they're going to market the boat and they're going to sell a lot of them. So be prepared. And that's exactly what they did. They came back, they want 2 32s a month. Over the last 4 years, Performance Boat Center has sold over 50 of them. And this is number 100. So they're selling half of our production in the 32s alone.
The only issue we have right now is keeping up with the demand. That's our most popular boat. Dealers are kind of waiting for product all the time. They usually sell it before it hits the showroom floor because the demand is so high. We've been working on production engineering to be able to build the boats faster, looking for space in the shop to utilize moving departments around to make it more efficient so that we can build more boats and produce more to get it to the dealer.
Our dealers' production slots are almost filled for the entire year. So we're working on what does it take to maybe expand the building, production engineering, hiring more people. We're looking for ways to actually put out more product.
Yeah, and this year we've done a great job at expanding our staff. We have a great group of guys right now. We are getting better at being more efficient and building more boats. Yeah, so this is the 100th boat built. It was ordered through our dealer, Performance Boat Center, is one of our best dealers. They requested that we did jack plates on the new 450s just so we could all play with the dial it in, set up X dimension. We spent the last 2 days trying to water test this boat, and we're actually really pleased. We hit 84, 85 miles an hour out of the twin 450s on our 32. It's extremely stable, it's a fun boat to drive, so we're kind of excited that we hit this landmark of 100. We have the boat dialed in a little bit better, and hopefully this will be a big hit.
This past year, we went down to PPI Interiors in Sarasota, Florida, who is a premier builder of interiors, one of the best ones out there. We spent a tremendous amount of time on design, ergonomics of the interior, even things like lumbar. Is it comfortable, more foam, less foam, what density of foams? When you sit down in any of our seats, from the front to the back seat to the helm seat, the ergonomics are perfect. The angles of the seats are perfect. So PPI Interior really did enhance the boat. And through the years, redesigning the dash, making changes on that to be able to accommodate bigger Garmins on there. Whatever it takes to satisfy the customer for more entertaining, we are very open-minded and we adapt quite quickly to that, and we will always be doing that. That's what keeps us out front.